Hi.
Thank you for coming in today.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to talk to you today and kind of ask how you're doing. We can kind of start off with, I just want to say everything that we talk about today is strictly confidential, and I want you to be able to open up and feel comfortable.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So let's start off with talking about, so let's do like a little bit of an icebreaker.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and what are some things you like to do?
Oh, it's kind of varied, but I love listening to music. I love going to the movies. I love eating. I love cooking actually too. It's
Okay.
kind of one of my hobbies. I like to think that I'm kind of like an amateur chef. I
Okay.
have different ideas for putting different ingredients together, and I always like to come up with my own special thing. So, yeah. And I always love eating it at the end. That's always the best part.
Yeah, food's really good.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite dish to make?
Ooh, good question. Probably something like a meatloaf. I think I do a pretty good meatloaf. I make some pizzas, like all natural, all fresh ingredients. Probably those two things: meatloaf and pizza, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I love pizza.
Good. I'm
yeah.
hungry.
Yeah. I know that usually whenever somebody starts talking about food, you usually start getting hungry.
Oh yeah.
You had mentioned that you like movies.
I do.
Yeah. What is your favorite movie or a movie that you've seen recently?
Let's see. Favorite movie genre? I don't know. Stereotypical guy movies, I guess, like action type movies. Those are like, I guess, my favorite. But really, just like you asked me what hobbies I like, it's pretty varied. Same thing with my movies. I guess I'm pretty open-minded for everything. But
Okay.
so I can watch anything from cartoons to like gory, shoot 'em up war movies. But so yeah, I'd say like I like action the best. Typically like nonfiction action, like historical, something that's historically true or accurate. But again, I can do comedies. I can do Disney movies. Just and I can enjoy them just as much. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Favorite Disney movie? I'm gonna have to go old school and say Toy Story.
Okay.
Yeah, that counts, right?
Yeah,
it's Pixar, but it counts.
No, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I like the movie. Did you happen to watch the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, I did. I don't typically watch too many sports during the regular season, but I try to watch playoffs, and definitely Super Bowl is one of the. I love watching the Super Bowl. Mostly it's just the food and the friends, right? But I still enjoy the Super Bowl. Yeah, I did.
Awesome. And do you have any plans? Like tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Do you have any plans?
I do have plans. Yeah. There's a girl I'm taking. I don't know if it's serious or where it's going, but we set up I set up a little dinner and reservations and a movie. And, again, I don't know if it's serious or anything. We're just kind of going as friends, and she's a real nice girl.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah, thanks for asking. That's cool.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Thank you.
And so I kind of wanted to, I know that your teacher told me that you were having some problems. So, you seem to kind of, like you were kind of like, your mind was elsewhere. You were kind of,
She noticed, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm, what's the word? It's pretty easy to tell if something's going on with me, and I have this blank stare on my face, or I know I have this troubled look when things are bothering me. I try not to let it affect me day to day, not like debilitate me, but yeah, sometimes, usually people can see that the wheels are spinning and something's going on. So, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk about, kind of express what's going on, or?
Yeah. So let me figure out where do I start. So it's about a friend.
Okay.
I have this friend named Jimmy.
Mhm.
I don't know if you know Jimmy. He goes to this school.
Okay. Yeah.
So we've known each other for quite a while, since I don't know, second grade or so, third grade.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, I think he's one of my oldest friends, or one of my oldest friends.
Mhm.
Not age-wise, but
Yeah.
the span of the time that I've known him. We grew up together. We lived in the same apartment complex. Our families did. We don't anymore. We've since moved apart, but we still live in the same area.
Mhm.
Yeah, really good friends. We went to Disneyland a lot as a kid.
Mhm.
As kids, sorry. Movies a lot. That's kind of where my love for movies developed. And we both helped each other with homework a lot, and ate pizza together, and just real good buddies through elementary school and through middle school,
Mhm.
and then the beginning of high school. Well, we're still good friends now. Sorry, but I feel like he's kind of straying to a path that I don't like.
Okay.
So I don't know if that makes sense. Or
Yeah. I think, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, usually, like in high school, a lot of people are, kind of trying to figure out who they are.
Yeah, definitely.
So sometimes they kind of, from middle school and elementary, like they kind of, they either kind of pretty much stay the same, and then others kind of deviate to more drastic,
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's a bit drastic. Exactly.
Okay.
I love that word. It perfectly describes what's going on.
Okay. So do you want to share what's going on, or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So I mean, this is all confidential. So
Yeah, absolutely.
just he's like a wild party guy. Drinks. And I know he does drugs. I don't know how much or really what kind he does.
Mhm.
Again, that's a path that I don't want to go down, and I thought he didn't want to go down for a while, and I'm really disappointed that he has. So he drinks. He does drugs. He's been missing a lot of school lately. I know his GPA's really lowered lately, and we were like neck and neck for classes. And over the last couple of years, he's fallen behind me, and obviously because of all these outside interferences. And I think he's sexually active too.
Okay.
That it's not necessarily a bad thing, or I'm not like trying to say that that's a bad thing he's doing, but I don't that's his life, his choice. Everything I'm talking about, that's his life, his choice. But
Yeah.
I feel like that may be kind of distracting him from where he should be going. And I guess that's my opinion of where I think he should be, but I know what he's wanted all his life, and this wasn't it. And so that's why it bothers me. And I know, like, I'm afraid he's going to get a girl pregnant early on, and because he's not going to be able to support a kid if he drops out of high school, and if he does, it's going to be a struggle. And so yeah, that's kind of where we're at. He's I didn't mean to paint a bad picture of him, but again, as kids, we both had a common goal, and I feel like I almost feel like he broke the contract.
Yeah.
It's not that formal. I don't mean to make it sound like it's super formal, but I feel maybe like I feel maybe a little bit betrayed. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I don't know if that's normal feeling.
Yeah, no, that's definitely normal. And and it's difficult because in high school, like I said, some people do change. Some people, whether it's from home life, something's going on, and at home with Jimmy, and or whether he's hanging out with new friends that maybe are bad influence, or maybe he's kind of, there's something more personal that he's maybe not sharing with a whole lot of people, and that's why he's engaging in these different kinds of activities.
Yeah.
So but I'm glad that you are concerned, because that's
And
good
I
as a friend. You should be concerned, and it's natural and it's normal. And so, like, have you tried talking to him about it?
I have here and there, but it's
Okay.
just I feel like sometimes he's a bit judgmental on me. Like he thinks he's better than me now. He's cooler, so
Okay.
that's definitely not helped us, but caused us to drift apart.
Okay.
And so that makes it difficult to talk with him. And we also don't really have any friends in common anymore,
Okay.
because just like you mentioned, I think it's obviously outside influence. This other group of friends who he considers like his main group of friends now, and it's nobody in common of our normal group of friends. And I don't know how it affects, because obviously we grew up with other people too, and I don't really know how it's affected them. I haven't really talked about this outside of here, except with Jimmy directly here and there. But again, it's been it's just not been very productive, not very fruitful.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So there is, I don't know if you're willing to do an experiment.
Anything that might help, absolutely.
I have this technique that we could use to kind of help, with the situation with Jimmy, and it's called the empty chair technique.
Thus the empty chair. Huh?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I would have you, you would kind of talk to the empty chair.
Okay.
So you would first sit in the empty chair and then talk to that chair over there.
Okay.
And kind of think about the situation with Jimmy and what you kind of want to kind of tell yourself, like maybe, kind of maybe talk about, talking again to him, maybe talking to his parents, maybe talking, to a mutual friend that you guys have or used to have. Maybe you could, just whatever you think, whatever thoughts, feelings, things kind of, whatever flows, and so
Okay.
yeah.
Want me to switch over there now?
Yeah, just
Okay.
go ahead and switch over there, and then go ahead and talk to this chair,
Okay.
the empty chair, and then I'm gonna have you switch back later.
Okay. And this is kind of like a brainstorming session. Am I like speaking to myself,
Yeah, you're speaking to yourself, kind of brainstorming, kind of
assessing the situation?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Eric, your friend Jimmy, your good friend Jimmy from a long time ago has been going down a path for a while that you're not too happy with, and deep down, I think that part of you feels guilty for this. Part of you feels responsible because maybe you noticed signs in the past that you didn't act upon or pay attention to, or you didn't confront him early on when maybe it was easier. And I hate to, hindsight 2020. I hate to bring that up now, but I feel like you could prevent from recurring that, prevent from continuing that cycle of inaction by speaking to him. Because you've tried to speak to Jimmy, you have mentioned your concern for him and your disappointment of where he's going, and but you haven't really, you've mentioned these things, but you haven't like been as aggressive about it as you could be, and maybe you can start with him by saying, like, maybe you can start by recalling a memory that you guys had from a childhood that was very strong, that you guys both enjoyed, and maybe kind of get him back into this mindset of when, for lack of a better term, when things were better, when you guys were like-minded. Maybe you could start that way, kind of jolt his memory, jolt his shock his system, get him back to that mindset when things were different, when things were the way you know that he even wants things to go back the way they were, but something is holding him back. So I think you have to find a way to get him back to that mindset. Don't be judgmental. Show him that. I guess you can show disappointment and dissatisfaction with him, but kind of minimize that and maximize the good feeling, the love, the concern. Maybe let him know that you're still there for him, but at the same time, let him know that you're not going to tolerate this, and you know that he loves you as a friend, as a brother, and you're not going to let him walk all over you. You're not going to let him just continue living his life the way he is. I think you should just approach it like that. Love, brotherhood, respect, bring back a good memory, and then kind of have a heart-to-heart. That just get your in, kind of break the ice, like kind of like you did at the beginning of the session, just icebreaker, whatever it takes. I think that's what Eric should do. I think that's what I should do.
Okay. That's really good.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Did I do okay on that?
Yeah, no, you did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you definitely came up with some good ideas.
Good.
Dealing with the situation with Jimmy.
Thank you for helping me, formulate those ideas. It's weird. I don't know where they came from, but they're there.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
So you can go ahead and go back to the other chair.
Thank you.
And if you want to talk to what you said over here, you want to talk from that chair to the Eric that was sitting here.
Gotcha. I actually kind of agree with what he said. Is that okay? Like,
yeah. No.
I really think that.
Yeah.
So just like talk back.
Yeah.
Not talk back, but
yeah.
Respond.
Yeah, respond.
So I think those are definitely great ideas, and I think I have been approaching this in a. I think you've been approaching this in a very passive-aggressive sort of way. Maybe this is even your first time even talking about it. As was mentioned at the beginning of the session, the teacher noticed that something was wrong, but you didn't speak up, and that's a bad thing. So I think those ideas were really good. I think you need to be more, you need to voice your concern more, voice your opinion more. Like, you love Jimmy as a brother, you love him as a friend, so you need to do all it takes to, put yourself out there and as Jessica said, lean on older friends, lean on teachers, lean on his parents. You don't have to do this by yourself. Like, you don't have to live with this pain and this burden. Open up your heart. Be loving. Be aggressive. If you love Jimmy and you want him to change, and he wants to change, go for it. Like, don't hold anything back. And I just think these are great ideas, and I'm glad they came out. And I don't think it's going to be easy, like, because he's going to be. I think Jimmy is going to be very defensive. But I think just persistence is going to be the key here. And I think those are great ideas. I'm glad you agree with me, but I think it's just a matter of. Is it okay if I come back to you?
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
Whenever. Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to. This technique seemed to help, and you came up with a lot of great ideas.
Thank you.
And
I just hope they work. He's a good kid. Jimmy's a really good kid.
Yeah.
He deserves better. He deserves better than the people he's hanging out with.
Yeah. No, definitely. The way that you are expressing,
Yeah, he's like a brother.
Yeah, your feelings towards him, and you can tell. I can just, see that you care about him, and he's definitely somebody that you want to connect back with, and you want him to kind of change his behavior, and
Definitely.
because you care about him. So.
Yeah, I do. I love him. I'm not gonna lie. I love him. He's a brother. He's family.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Thank you.
So we're gonna kind of wrap up the session.
Okay.
I feel like we we talked about a lot of good things. You were able, using this technique, to give you ideas on how to handle the situation with Jimmy. And like I said, everything in here is confidential, so
Good.
you know.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and if you ever have problems, then you can come back and see me, and we'll discuss.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And because I would really like to know what, what your conversation with Jimmy, how the end result was.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And you did a great job.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.